Hello, everybody. You're listening to the Fair Weather Podcast. It's your boy, 2K Suave. I'm joined with Mr. Alex Rodriguez, Mr. Victor Rivera, and we got Sammy is not on the call, but Sammy's spirit is definitely here because we're bringing some of his angry energy as of late. He's been on one about this Boston Celtics series and Jason Tatum, and I cannot wait to get to that topic. But happy with who we got here. I got this T-shirt on my birthday. If y'all can't see it, the King. You know what I'm talking about. Shout out to my dog, the King. And then shout out to AROD because he's living his best life. And shout out to Vic because Vic's always living his best life. Vic, how's your week going? And give me something that's going on. It's crazy, wacky, funny, something in sports.
Yeah, so week's been going good so far. Didn't watch too much sports over the weekend. I spent some time, enjoying myself with the family, so I didn't get to watch much in terms of silly, funny, crazy. I think the craziest thing I've seen is, the Celtics are up 3-1 in the series, and I feel like they're down 3-3. Or I feel like it's 3-3 tied or whatever with the way the fucking media covers them. It's insane.
Is it the media or is it y'all fan? Y'all fandom?
No, it's the media.
Okay. All right. Hey, Rod.
I'll be honest. Like I watched the Knicks game, and that's probably like all the sports I watch, man. Like when you get a change of scenery and you start dating somebody and life is just going good.
Oh, remember he dropped that little gem on us last week,
man. Yeah, man. I'm off the market, lady. Sorry. So, but yeah, she's pretty cool girl, man. So we'll see where it goes from there. But the wackiest, craziest thing I've seen is just like, I'm keeping it back to hip hop, is like this whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar thing. What was it? I think it was Tuesday. Drake dropped like a video of like a samurai army, and it was like summertime is officially here, kind of like showing that he's bowing out of the fight, which I expected to. But from what I keep seeing and what I keep hearing is like there's a lot of cease and desist orders being served by Mr. Aubrey Graham. So yeah, bitch made. That's all I can say. That's my word right there for you. Bitch made.
Bitch made Drizzy.
Yeah, BBL Drizzy, bitch made Drizzy.
Drizzy, bitch made Drizzy. Listen,
I'm here for this beef for as long as it goes. You know, there was a line that Kendrick said. You know, he knows shit about, someone that makes Gunna want to look like a saint. I want to hear what that shit is. I want to hear what that shit is. So that's all I want in life.
What I'm trying to figure out is why did the game try to get involved with this? I didn't even listen to it, A-Rod, so I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you too. I did not either because
thank you.
The game just. I had this argument when he dropped that Eminem diss. It was actually a well thought out diss, and it was well put together. But it was so bad that Eminem didn't even respond. So
think about it. That's the problem.
That's what people are like. This guy's just trying to stay relevant. Because if Game was still putting up numbers like he did for the documentary or Doctor's Advocate, if he was putting up those numbers still, it'd be another story. And the album was great, but for you to come out and put out that, it's like, come on, man. Like you've been gone for like 8 years, 10 years, and you want to come out with this shit?
He has 11 studio albums, 6 compilation albums, 2 soundtrack albums, 15 mixtapes.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot.
Like, he just be like, all right, I'm gonna try this now. I
tell you what, because and even like Kendrick attested to it on a lot of the songs. Nobody has love for the West Coast, and Kendrick said, "I'm fine with that. I'll show you why you should love the West Coast." And I've always loved West Coast rap, but the Game, he just had to stay relevant, had to stay busy, had to do stuff, and I mean, just know your lane, bro. Know your role, and shut the fuck up. That's it, man.
You jabroni.
Exactly.
Vic,
you smell.
Vic, what's the last the game song you heard?
Exactly. Is that welcome? Is that light like my life? The one Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
is that one?
with Weezy, yeah.
Try to take my life. Yeah, that's the last one.
That was a jam. That was a jam. All right, cool. All right, and I just want to say, so I was at work today, and our office lead manager, whatever, he's a Newcastle fan, and then I found out yesterday that we have an executive vice president that's moving over here to our office from England. He's also a Newcastle fan, so today was glorious. You know, we don't have too much to play for right now. You know, it's obviously, it's been a weird, horrible season. Actually, I heard on the telecast today that we've given up like the most goals or something like that in the last however many years. We're good to give up a goal after 90 minutes. We are. So, I'm just happy we're able to hold on, because I was talking shit earlier and I didn't want to look like a fool at the end of the day. So shout out to Manchester United. And then also, before we signed on, me and Vic was talking about Caitlin Clark briefly, and I just want to say, look, for you people who probably not ever tuned in to WNBA like Vic probably, and if your first game ever was watching that game, I'm sorry, that was not the game that you need to have a lot of expectations for. Okay, the Indiana Fever have chosen first overall 2 years in a row. They're a bad team. Okay, and Caitlin Clark. Yeah, she was killing those little college girls in a few months ago, but this ain't no college shit no more. And who was it? You, Vic? I think you were playing when you saying is she a bust in the group chat yesterday?
Yeah.
So I know you were playing, but I know I don't listen. I don't like listening to like First Take and all that shit no more. But I know there's some idiot that probably said, "Oh, she's not cut out for this. She's a bust already." Like, I know someone's probably blowing up on this already, guys. Her first ever basketball game against a bunch of grown women. Let her just chill. But 10 turnovers.
Could you imagine if she was a bust?
Stop,
my God.
When you watch the way she plays, though, she's gonna be a dog, because she's already commanding double teams. She had 10 turnovers. A lot of them were careless, but a lot of them was because, damn, they really double teaming me in game 1 of the season. Like, shit. So she's already commanding double teams, and she's her first ever game. So to her credit, she hit the Hard Rock Bet super boost 20 points. So shout out to Caitlin Clark, and we got about 40 more games to go, and good luck. All right, let's kick things off in the National Basketball Association, where it's been, quite frankly, I don't know how you guys are feeling right now. To have something to cheer for this late into the year. At least
get the fucking violins out. Here we go.
Let me just say what I gotta say. At least as a Sixers fan prior, I'm at least getting to the second round. Or I got LeBron, and we gonna find a way to get to the finals or something right there. Now, I got nothing right now. So for me tuning into basketball has just been to kind of watch as a fan. It's a little different, because I don't have a team that I hate enough to cheer against, and I don't have a team that I like enough to cheer for. So from my perspective, kind of looking at all the series, New York and Indiana has been boringly interesting, because it's like, we play in New York, y'all getting blown out. We play in Indiana, y'all getting blown out. Boston and Cleveland has been weirdly strange. No Donovan Mitchell, yet Boston is still having to compete late into the fourth quarter. It's kind of a little crazy. What else? OKC and Dallas has been very interesting, kind of because I didn't really get to watch a lot of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander this year, and to see him up close and to actually just start paying attention to his game, that dude is cold, man. Like, he's really good, man. And you got to give a lot of credit to what Sam Presti's done there in OKC, and the defensive job that they're doing on Luke is, Lou Dort. That's how you be a defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, to cap off with the Denver Nuggets and Minnesota series. Because last week we were speaking a different tune.
Yeah, it was fake.
We were speaking a different tune last week, and shit, here we are. The more and more I watch Nikola Jokic, it's starting to be like almost unfair how good he is. I'm like, damn, he's really that good.
KK, he did it to us again. He did it. We got cute. We listened to the media, and they were like, they're gonna get swept, and we were like,
suckered in.
And then I was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, there's no way this team is getting swept. There's no fucking way. And then this guy just flips the switch. Oh, it's time to play basketball, not worry about horses, and just fucking.
They gave that man his MVP, and he said, "Let me show y'all now," because like he heard Shaq say Shea Gilgeous this. He heard a lot of people say SGA that. He's like, "Y'all really think I'm not the MVP?" Bet. And if you look at
was that Kevin Hart skit in what was it 40-Year-Old Virgin? This your boy right here?
Yeah, that's your boy. Yeah. Or that I'll see some of the shit on like Instagram or whatever of like Rudy Gobert getting like torched or whatever, and they got this one with Drewski being like, "Some smell like shit," and they got the Chris Rock one like with the money shit.
Chris Tucker, that's the best one.
Chris Tucker, I mean, yeah. So
this motherfucker fake.
yeah, that shit fake. So yeah, we're gonna get to Denver series, but I want to kick things off with you, AROD, because damn, the New York Knickerbockers are now up 3-2 on the Indiana Pacers. It doesn't feel like the 90s playing style, but we're getting very good. I would say one thing, the fans of Indiana and the fans of New York have been the most turned out of all these playoff series. I'm like, damn, it's crazy. So AROD, the floor is yours. Talk about how you're feeling right now, and then I have a follow-up question to you about Coach Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah, absolutely. I knew that was coming. I'm happy with them, man. Like they're overachieving so much for me, but it's like it's an emotional roller coaster I got to go through with this team again. Like I wish it was a smooth ride of just waxing these teams, but injuries happen. We've lost Bogdanovich, we've lost Mitchell Robinson now, and now OG Anunoby is a question mark. Fucking Brunson was a question mark, questionable for the game, and drops 48 comfortably, man. Like you gotta love it. You gotta love that. The kid's panning out. And I remember beginning of the year or not the year, like when they signed him, everybody was like, it's not gonna pan out. For some reason I was like, I don't know why, but I had this feeling, and it has. It really has.
I remember when I asked you that question. That question will be the one that will go down in infamy. You think he could really just go to the playoffs and drop 40 whenever? Yep.
Yeah.
Whenever the hell he wants. When Hard Rock has your over under at 35.5 all the time, it's like, yo, what the hell?
Playoff mode. It's a real thing, man. Jason Tatum, not so much. But
not
anyway,
so much. It's not a real thing.
but yeah, man, I'm comfortable with seeing this. The last game that we just had, Game 5, felt like 90s Knicks basketball. It was back and forth, chippy. Fights were breaking out. I love seeing all the old heads there, all the old Knicks being there.
No Charles Oakley, though.
That's the one that's the kicker for me. That is the one. And he said he will never attend a Knicks game until he gets a verbal apology, which he's rightfully deserved.
He's not going to get it either.
Oh, I know he's not. And
Nolan, come on now.
That's hurting me the most, because I feel like Charles there, I feel like that's the sacrificial lamb. Once that happens, it's like the Knicks are officially like the greatest team in the NBA, then they're back finally. But that'll never happen. But as far as this series, whoever wins, it's home court team wins every time. So I'm looking for them to go into Indiana, be strategic. I thought the Deuce McBride start was really, really awkward, but Tibbs is the most awkward coach in the league, man. He gets shit done. Opened up the floor more for Jalen Brunson, opened up for DiVincenzo to be at the 3-point line, and it worked. And Hartenstein, man, they better do what they did to DeAndre Jordan and lock that door and like get the whole team in there and don't let him leave, man. That guy's got to stay. Each game I watch, I become a bigger fan, and I've been saying all year that Mitchell Robinson is better. He's the starter. He's just hurt, so they got to like ease him in there. Yeah. But I'm so comfortable with him being the starter right now. I'm
and he your brother, you know what I'm saying? He a brother. So shout out to my dog.
Apparently he a brother too. So
he a brother, dog. He a brother.
Yeah, he a brother. So I'm happy with them. Game 4 was a real disappointing game to watch. I knew they were going to get one, but Game 4 was just horrible to watch as far as like taking the switch off the tree and beating the dog shit out of us. I couldn't stomach that.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping we can get it done in Indianapolis. If not, Game 7, I'll be shitting bricks in the garden. But I know the New York fan base shows up, and I love how all these stadiums have taken fear and like have bought tickets just so they know we travel. They know we travel.
Knicks fans everywhere.
Yeah, so they're not letting that shit happen, and I love seeing that shit. So
Before I let you get to Tibbs, I'm gonna give Vic's perspective on. Have you been paying attention to the Knicks series at all?
Yes, I have. I fell
What
asleep to it the other day.
what are you seeing?
I'm seeing a lot of boring basketball games that are blowouts both ways.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything from either team. I mean, it's like it's the same thing every game. One team blows out another team. It's, oh my God, that team's best player sucks. They can't do this. They can't deliver in the clutch. And then the next game, that guy delivers. And it's, oh my God, the other team's player. Tyrese Halliburton's catching so many fucking, almost as many as Jason Tatum. So many fucking strays this offseason.
Bamboozled me. I'm gonna say that right now. Most overrated player in my books.
Damn.
I don't know about
You're all the way there
player.
now, AROD? It's because you're playing against him. Listen.
No, it's not. It's because I've actually gotten to watch him play. And when you come out game one and you take 6 shots.
But he's obviously turned that shit around at least.
Yeah, he's been fine. And
look, every player is gonna have those games, bro. Like, it's just
exactly. Hey, let me tell you this, brother. You guys were singing Kyrie Irving's praises last week. Homie, he scored 9 points twice in that series so far. Okay, so and I don't hear you saying shit about him. So that's all I gotta say.
I never said Kyrie Irving's praises. I wish for the downfall of Kyrie. I just said him and Luka have to combine for 70 points between the two.
I am so proud of Kyrie with what I'm seeing right now. Just the man that he's become. But anyway, continue, Vic. Continue, Vic.
All right. Well, anyway, no, the quote unquote downfall of the Knicks. This is kind of it kind of sucks because you wonder what this team would be if Tibbs just played more than 7 people during the regular season. I just don't understand how he still hasn't learned his lesson over all these years. It's pretty insane.
Yes.
Like it's like why.
All right, A-Rod, I got it ready, man. Let's preface it, all right? Chicago Bulls did that shit with Derrick Rose, kept him in longer than he needed to be. We've never seen that Derrick Rose again, unfortunately. The years that he had Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, Zach LaVine, ACL here, Achilles here, this, that, and the third. And some of it is like, all right, look, man, maybe the players need to stretch more, maybe this or that. But we know he runs his tires to the ground and the tread will come all the way off before he decides to change the tire. I get it. I'm the same way with my car. I like to be a little risky when it comes to the tires, but I know it's a bad idea. Tom Thibodeau knows it's probably risky because he has a history of that shit always happening to him. Yet, year after year after year, it's not whether or not he's going to coach well enough to get his team to where they need to get to. It's, are they even going to be healthy enough to get? I mean, bro, like, you obviously been watching. You've probably watched a lot more tip-offs than I have this year with the Knicks. So, am I off base to think how I think? Because how long has Tim's been there for now? Is this year 3, year 4?
I think it's year 4. But they want to give him an extension, $10 million extension.
As they should.
I agree.
But yeah. What do you? I mean, the coach Thibs way. Take the floor.
What do I complain? I complain about this all the time, and don't act like I don't. I'm riding the wave of how happy I am that this team is doing because it's working. But at any moment, I'm in that boat of like, oh shit, like this will happen. It's kind of like what we're saying, or what I was trying to allude to a couple weeks ago with AD, and y'all want to say he had an amazing season. I'm not taking it away. I'm not taking anything away from
that game. It's okay.
I'm not, but
different.
But no, okay.
This is very different.
When it mattered, once again, like Mr. Glass showed up. I don't care what you say. Mr. Glass showed up. And if he wanted to save the way that I would think about him, he would have sat on the bench and waited till he got, felt better. But I understand it's the playoffs, whatever. But I had to watch that. Okay. I had to watch that. So it's like I'm waiting for it to happen, and it's slowly been happening. OG goes out. Brunson gets hurt. Mitchell Robinson, by the way of fucking Joel Embiid.
Hey, we're past that.
We're past that, but he's not available. And I would love to have another defender, if we end up going to, the finals, if it were to happen,
finals.
If we were to, I said,
if we past the Eastern Conference Finals?
KK, I'm thinking ahead.
Hey, Vic, you heard that, dog?
And I didn't say we are. I said if. I said if. And I would want that to be able to guard a Jokic type player. So we don't have that now. But Thibs, use of the bench for me always is just, it's mind-boggling, because you see when the bench has to expand and Precious Achua comes off and he has amazing games. He gets steals, he blocks big shots, he makes the baskets he needs to make. And I'm just like, why don't we use this guy? What's the point of this? And I think if the roster or if the bench were to play more, we'd be okay. But I think it's the fact that we have a bunch of 10-day contracts on the team on the bench that we're just like, eh.
Yeah, and you also traded away, quickly. You traded away, so. But who comes off the bench right now for you guys that you like? Or I'm excited to see this player play.
Well, it used to be DiVincenzo, but now he's a starter. And now I think for me that comes off the bench and I'm excited really is Precious Achua. Like Precious Achua steps up when the lights are bright for him, man. He does what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
Deuce McBride is fun, but like he just camps to the 3-point line and he can get hot or he can get really, really cold. So
Vic, from an outside perspective, what do you think the ceiling is for a Tom Thibodeau led team based on just his coaching style? Take Boston, just take your fandom out of it, just from a realistic standpoint. Is the ceiling always going to be the same thing because of how he coaches?
If this team was completely healthy, I would be scared of the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. I think they would have if completely healthy, that team could at the very least push Boston to 7 games, if not win the series. The way they're playing right now. But unfortunately, because of the injuries, because of, I don't, especially if Porzingis comes back, I don't see the Knicks making it a 6-game series. I think it's a gentleman's sweep again.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope you like crow pie, brother.
All right. Let's move.
You think just a regular sweep then? Okay.
We might as well transition to Boston. All right, Vic. AROD. Can you please let the show know how Sammy feels about Boston and Jason Tatum right now before I pass the floor to Vic?
Yeah, I think well with Sammy's a loose cannon. Sammy can be emotional about one things and overthink it, and I don't get some things that you guys do. Like, your team is really, really good and you expect them to go out there literally with a samurai sword right at tip off and just chop off heads and just walk out of there and they give you the W. But Jason Tatum, he's had a pretty good playoff performance. I'm not gonna lie, but there's just no. I saw that eye roll, Vic. There's just there's no wow factor to me. There's just like nothing that moves the needle for me. Like it's just like you guys go out there and beat the shit out of teams. And then in the fourth quarter, it comes close, and they're like, oh, shit, we actually have to play basketball. And Jason Tatum, I think he gets his points comfortably, but there's just I don't think there's been like an it moment where oh, my God, Jason Tatum just took over this game. He just comfortably gets 33, points.
We've seen a lot of players his age and already younger who, remember when Donovan Mitchell did that 50-point performance in the bubble, and then he dropped another 50. Then we're seeing players around his age that have done shit, and it's like
Tatum's done that too. If we're gonna talk about the past, let's talk about the past.
I can't speak as a Boston Celtics fan. I can only speak as an outsider, right? And to kind of piggyback on what AROD said, it's like I watched Boston, and I'm like, they're obviously the best team on the court. That's just every night I watch Boston. It's outside of them maybe playing the Nuggets. Well, they're obviously the best team on the court. And then I pay attention to different things, and it's like they make the mistake that they've been making for all these years. Still, I thought with getting Jrue Holiday, some of that would be corrected, and it still has. It's just a lot of, all right, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. Whereas let's look at Golden State. Even when they had Kevin Durant, there was no my turn, your turn. They played a system, and that system was amazing, unstoppable. They could put Harrison Barnes, Kevin Durant, whomever in that same position, and the results were going to be exactly the same because of the system that they run. The Lakers, they ran the triangle, and Chicago ran the triangle, and their system was, and obviously Steve Kerr kind of comes from that family, so you can obviously see a lot of just the way it looks, a lot of moving without the ball. I don't see a lot of movement without the ball in Boston. I see Jaylen Brown, my turn. I see Jason Tatum, my turn. And then, you might get Sam Pritchard do this, and you might get a Sam Hauser do that. But it's like it's too much this and that, and they don't have like a court general. And again, I don't know what Boston fans are saying. Vic, I'll let you speak on this now. But you guys have won. You guys won 4-1 in the first series, or you're more than likely going to go 4-1 this series. So you're 8-2 in the playoffs, and it's not like they're a bad team. They're not like they're taking every series to 7. But why are we overreacting as fans and media, or do we just need to chill out? Like, they're still winning games.
Yeah, no, I think we're overreacting. 100%. Especially Sammy's comments are insane. Do I wish Jason Tatum took it to the hole more and stopped settling for shitty shots? Of course I do. I think that's what separates him from being, a superstar to be like a household name. You know what I mean? Like a star that's what separates him from being a star to like being a superstar is him settling for the
face of the
shots.
league. Like he wanted to be. He wants to be the face of the league. This is not going to help.
What did he say on the NBA commercial? Is playoff Tatum a thing? Nah, it's not a thing.
It's not.
It was last year, but that's the thing. People like to.
It was last year. It was last year, and that's the hard part to stomach. Is like I had so much like hope for this guy, and here's what I think we're talking about is that last year he went in the trenches, he went in the mud, he swept Kevin Durant, and it made us talk differently about.
That was the year before.
Or the year before, whatever.
Why did they sweep Kevin Durant, and why did he have that dog in him? Ime Udoka is a dog as a human and a dog as a coach, and that team took on that identity. This team right now with Ime Udoka, no question whatsoever.
I'm so sick of hearing that.
Why? Is it wrong?
It is wrong. I mean,
you guys look like a finesse, cute little team, right?
So if our coach is an asshole, we'd be a better team? No, fuck off. That's such bullshit.
Why was Jason Tatum a better defender 2 years ago, and now he's
is still a great defender.
He's a great rebounder. He's a great rebounder. I give him that.
He's still a good defender. You know who's falling off is Jaylen Brown. That's who's falling off defensive-wise. And his playmaking, Jaylen Brown, is fucking awful. So the reason that we're in these holes is because these fucking turnovers, that stupid ass turnovers that Jaylen Brown is making, and then these stupid ass shots that Jason Tatum is settling for. I mean, it's coaching, yes. So my biggest issue with Mazzulla is not his mentality or any of that shit. Because I see, Joe Mazzulla's a fucking psychopath. All right, he does weird shit and crazy shit all the time. I don't care about what what the coaches. I don't care. Well, I don't care.
Everybody
cares about who gives a fuck? Whatever the coach's stupid identity is has nothing to do with the team's identity. That's to do with the players. But what bothers me about the coaching is the fact that Joe Mazzulla still hasn't figured out that Xavier Tillman is on his bench, but refuses to fucking take Al Horford out for like 8-minute stretches. It's insane to me. Al Horford is my dude. I love Al Horford. I will always ride for that man for what he's done for the city of Boston. He was our bridge when we were fucking terrible. He rose that tide up. He made us all. So I will never dog that man. But he looks tired. He's tired. He's 40. He's like 38 years old, dude. He's 3 years older than me. He's older than the head coach. I wish he would do it better. I had the same problem with Mazzulla last year. I wish he'd do better with his rotations. I think his rotations are dog shit, and that's what's leading to us, falling behind in these games. I don't think it's anything to do with do they have the dog in them, blah, 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 blah. Because Drew Holiday has a dog in him. We all know Drew already has the dog in him. I know Peyton Pritchard has a dog in him. I see him. It's just these players' personalities. Whether Ime was there or not, doesn't matter. Jason Tatum's not going to be Ant Edwards. I'm sorry. All right, but I still love Jason Tatum. Sammy is the reason that
Kevin Durant. That's what he was like. Remember what Anthony Edwards just did to Kevin Durant? He wanted that shit.
Yeah.
2 years ago, you could see it right there. Because I remember AROD. We all were like, we all came on the show and we spoke about it, and it was like, yeah, this is what we've been waiting for. I haven't seen that guy. It's been a while since I've seen that guy because that guy.
He was there last year.
That guy wanted to kill. That guy wanted to kill. Now he's just, I'm going to get my shit because I'm the most talented player on the court. That's what he's banking on right now. It's like, I am the most talented person on the court, so I'm gonna just get my shit. And most talented doesn't get you anywhere.
But people don't recognize his playmaking too. Jason Tatum is a phenomenal playmaker. And with this team, if you look at his usage compared to like Luka Doncic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Ant-Man, all those guys, if you look at the usage, I mean, dude, these are just facts, okay? How many times he's touched the ball? How many times I run plays for him? He's basically like half of what Luka is, right? In terms of usage. If he got Luka's usage, yeah, I mean, he'd be putting up crazy numbers too. But I'm just saying that Jason Tatum gets way too much hate for being soft, quote unquote. That's not my thing. Is like, just go to the fucking hoop, man. If you go to the hoop, you're getting the calls. Every time he goes to the hoop, he'll get a call or he'll go make the basket.
As a playmaker, five assists and 3 turnovers a game. So it's not like he's
But look at his second assist.
Like
look at the hockey assist. Look at his assist to turnover ratios. I mean, there's lots of things to find there.
Do you agree with Vic when he says that the identity of the team don't matter whatsoever? What's your opinion on that, real quick? Because we remember that Brooklyn series. That shit was like, oh yeah, these motherfuckers is here now. They here.
I don't agree with it, man. Like, I think I expect more from Jason Tatum. I really do. And I'm not trying to dog you because you're a Celtics fan. I'm going on from what I saw the last 2 years, 3 years, the progression of this man and how he wants to be the face of the NBA. But KK said it best. Like, he just wants to get his buckets and go. Maybe it's because they're matched up against like shitty teams and they're just comfortable. He doesn't have to turn the switch on just yet.
Well, why is it that when I watch Jaylen Brown, you see like he has the switch. He doesn't make all the right decisions, but you can see he really does want it. Do you think that might affect Jason Tatum? Because he's like, okay, I'll let you have it.
Because Jaylen Brown is the highest paid player in the NBA, and he has to show you why he's the highest paid player. At least he has to look he's doing something. So that's it. I don't get Jaylen Brown. Like, I understand he's a good Batman or a good Robin to the Batman, but I mean, it's a lot of money to give a guy that falls down when he goes left. So,
all right. Let's move on to the West Coast.
Love you.
We don't give enough love to the West. I just want to jump into this Jokic and Gobert and Anthony Edwards. Like, this series has a lot of it has been very interesting for a lot of different reasons. Game 1 and Game 2, we were literally like, yo, Anthony Edwards might quite literally be the actual clone or seed of one Michael Jeffrey Jordan, right? Like, we saw all of that shit. It was like, oh my God, right? Mind you, Game 2, Rudy Gobert doesn't play, and the Nuggets are held to like 80 points. Jokic went like 16 points, 16 rebounds, and 10 assists or shit like that. Like, it was pedestrian Jokic game. The one game that Rudy Gobert doesn't play, the defensive player of the year. Game 3, Boston. Oh yeah, the Nuggets win. Jokic goes off. Game 4, the Nuggets win. Jokic go off. Mind you, both of those games are in Minnesota. Game 5, this man Jokic gave Rudy Gobert every little shit, everything he could not handle. And I think they said when he was guarding him one-on-one, Jokic is 8 of 9. Did his shit. No turnovers last night. It was like 40 points. 40 point. What was it? Triple double with 0 turnovers. Like, the dude is every bit of the MVP. I know last week we were talking about, is he the worst MVP ever? Da, 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 da. And it's games like these last couple of games of watching Jokic, it was like, man, we just got to chill out. He may not look like Michael Jordan. He may not look like LeBron James, but goddamn, this motherfucker can play basketball. And like the way he was abusing, the way he's able to abuse the defense, because he can literally, he controls everything. Whether he's going to throw a no-look pass, shoot a little 3 over his head, run down the court with a fast break dunk. He did a little step back on Gobert to beat the clock. Like, this dude cannot wait to get back to them horses, but he coming back with some jewelry, basically. So this has been a fantastic series. Let's start. I'm gonna start with you, Vic, because we talked about Gobert and we talked about Nikola Jokic and just this. I have this question that I posed. Do you think it is a sign of respect or an indictment on Rudy Gobert as a defensive player of the year, that the game plan is to basically bring him away from the basket and cook him, right? So to the point in which he's almost unplayable in like fourth quarters or against certain type of players. So a four-time defensive player of the year where all you have to do is change the game plan to bring him away from the rim. How does that make him a defensive player of the year? Is this an indictment on him, or is this just a good game plan and respect for him for his ability to block shots?
I think it's an indictment on the people that voted for him, to be honest with you.
I love
mean,
it.
I mean, think about it. Like, what the fuck are we doing? This guy should not be a defensive player of the year. Like you said, if he can't switch, he can't even switch players. All he does is stand in the rim and block shots, and people are like, oh, he's a defensive player of the year. That's why, like, I always liked it when they gave it to like a guard or like a forward who actually, defended, not just stood near the rim and put their hands up. I mean, this is crazy. He got cooked. He's getting cooked, and it's surprising to see somebody who hates their job so much perform so well at it. I mean, like, I love Jokic because I'm like, this dude's like me, man. He's going in there, grinding out his hours. He's like, all right, finally 5 o'clock, get to go home. You know what I mean?
But
like,
he just maximizes that whole 9 to 5, bro.
Right. I'm not saying like he's like a top performer. Yeah. He's getting the star. He's an employee of the month on the board and shit when he clocks in. But as soon as he clocks out, he's like, okay, done with basketball for the day. Now time to go.
Next week, baby. I'll see y'all next week.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. Yeah. The way he accepted his MVP award, he accepted it like an employee of the month. Like, oh, yay, I get to go to Sizzlers for free this week. But like, you know what I mean? It's just I've never seen somebody care so little be so good. You know what I mean? Usually it's like the guys that are the Mamba mentality, right? Like locked in.
Yeah, you expect that shit.
Yeah, but this dude,
I don't know. I do have a perspective before I give it to you, AROD, on that. I think we kind of misunderstood how he was trying to say what he was saying. I do think when I watch him play, he goes out every night and he's looking to like, I am going to kill every single one of you. So whenever we talk about that locked in mentality or whatever, it looks different because he don't look the part. He don't look chiseled and 2% body fat and 45-inch vert. It looks different, right? But when you can just see it like, I'm about to go kill everybody. Yeah, after the game, he's cool, whatever, he's chill, whatever. But I think between those lines, he's probably a lot more dangerous than people give him credit for. And that's probably what kind of messes them up defensively. It's like, damn, I can't even tell that he's really locked in. But like, when that whistle blows and the ball goes up, the dude does shit. I'm like I just watch him closely because like whenever I watch basketball, I'm either watching how plays develop and I don't look at the person with the ball, or I'm watching a specific player to see how they play without the ball. And when I watch Jokic play with and without the ball, everything is so chess, like 15 steps ahead. He knows who he has as a matchup. He knows it's like he's already calculated their weaknesses. He already knows their tendencies. And it's one of the most impressive things that I've seen. And people used to talk about Arvydas Sabonis like that the same way, but like we didn't get Arvydas Sabonis his whole career. We got Arvydas Sabonis in the States at like 35. So I think Arvydas Sabonis, for the way they spoke about him back in the day, had he been in the NBA at that time, we would have already seen this before. But like we haven't. So AROD.
He's so big too.
And yeah, it's like, and Gobert is like skinny man, like can't. He has no bricks in his back pocket. But AROD, same question to you. And to follow that up, because remember everyone was thinking about like Wemby, shouldn't he be defensive player of the year? He had more of this and that. Do you think Wemby could have done anything different than Gobert did? We'll save that question, but same question for you about Jokic.
Jokic, Vic, remember like, what was it, 3 weeks ago when we went and played golf and I had like the amazing round of golf I've ever played? I felt like Jokic that day. I felt like, I'm not that great at this game, but I actually can be good. And it just all the work you put into it will reflect your game. But I had my Jokic moment there. As soon as I saw that man do that like two-hand dunk, I was like, oh yeah, we got more basketball to watch.
Yeah, he locked in.
More basketball to watch. I'm ashamed of myself for even sniffing around the idea that they were going to get swept, because you have to give greatness its props when it's due. And what was it, the year they played the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, and I kept looking for things to like say about the Lakers. I did it again once again, but the man is great, and he's LeBron's daddy right now. So,
Whoa, what does that got to do with LeBron?
I'm talking about in the series when it comes to the Lakers and them, but he's his daddy right now when it
What
comes.
that got to do with LeBron? Anthony Davis got to stop that, not LeBron.
He's his daddy right now.
Nah, listen, you ain't gonna disrespect the king like that.
Listen with your shirt. Listen with your shirt. I love the king, but he's his daddy right now. But Anthony Edwards, same thing. Can't do it by himself.
Yeah.
Gobert is a fucking liability, and we've been saying this for so long. So I'm waiting for ESPN to hear this shit and be like, they're on to something again. Let's run with it, boys.
Because they still our shit.
They are, man. I don't get it, man. It's wild. But this guy, like, how are you the defensive player of the year and you're getting taken out in the fourth quarter, or you can't make that switch, or Jokic is dropping shit on you? He was averaging, like, I think it was like per minute, he was averaging 1.7 points on him in the first 3 quarters. It was wild. It was wild. So I don't know. Maybe you have some bad games and we're kind of being hard on Rudy Gobert, but to be crowned the defensive player of the year, I don't think we ever said this about anybody else. I think we ever were talk shit about him like we do Rudy Gobert. I think we get a lot of clips and a lot of knowledge because we watch the games with him and we're like, I don't see it. I don't see it. Of course he gets his blocks. Of course he gets his rebounds, but
he did blocks. Damn.
He does affect shots around the rim.
I'll be damned. I mean, Jokic easily got to that rim with 2 hands and jammed it on his ass.
Right,
I'll be damned if Dennis Rodman was ever taken out of a game 4 or quarter 4 ever. Be damned.
Switch on the point movement. Dennis Rodman would switch on the point guard to the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. Don't matter, right? I've seen Jordan do that. I've seen Kobe do that. I've seen LeBron do that. I've seen Marcus Smart, small ass pause, do that to an extent where he's not scared to take on the big. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see Drew Holiday do it.
I see Drew Holiday. I see a lot of people do it. I see Wemby do it already. He don't even know what Stephen A. Smith say. His breath still smell like Similac. You know what I mean? Gobert, the 4-time defensive player of the year. Oh no, I gotta switch. Oh, I'm scared. Oh no, I can't leave the paint and play help defense. Oh, I'm scared. Like, bro, like that is not defensive player of the year. A defensive player of the year, Luguentz Dort. Okay, what he's done to Luka, I know he's battling injuries and shit and that, but like Dort, he's gonna get you his 5 fouls, and you're gonna get every bit of Luguentz Dort the whole game. That is how you play defense on a superstar player. I'm not seeing that from Gobert. And then what, like you said about Anthony Edwards, what we were praising Minnesota for last week was how they were able to all play well, and Anthony Edwards is going off. Now it's just Anthony Edwards is trying to do this shit by himself because they don't. It's like the moment got too. It's like the moment got way too big for them, you know. And we got to look at the players. Gilgeous-Alexander ain't really done shit in his career. What's his name? Not Vanderbilt, but whatever his name. Like the wing, like all Cat hasn't done shit since Kentucky. Like they don't have a team of guys that are like battle tested. Like Mike Conley hasn't really done shit. He's a great player. We love Mike Conley, but he hasn't gone to the trenches in the NBA Finals before. You know what I mean? So we're looking at a team that's we gave a lot of credit to, understandably so. But at the end of the day, to be the champ, you gotta beat the champ. And all they did was gave Jokic a little bit of room to breathe, and here we are. So that series is going to Game 6 tomorrow. I'm gonna just call it right now. They were down 0-2 and they coming all the way back. They ain't gonna be no Game 7. I'm taking the Nuggets tomorrow. The way that they adjusted defensively on how they want to defend Minnesota has been fantastic. And after we finish OKC and Dallas, we got to do our NBA apologies because I do have a few apologies to give out. But A-Rod, is there anything you want to add on this series real quick?
No.
Vic?
Nah.
All right, SGA, Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Jalen Williams, a lot of good talent, young talent, but budding talent. We got the Sam Presti way of draft capital, build, and make the right trades. And we got we got my dog from Shark Tank. Why is his name? Why do I forget his name? What's his name? The
Ooh.
Mark Cuban. We got Mark Cuban, and he does it his way. He had Dirk and built around Dirk for all the years. Now you got Luka, and he's building around Luka. And we got ourselves a little bit of a series. Where they at right now is it 2-2? And then they play. So as we're speaking right now, they'll be playing shortly, and we'll see how that game goes. But AROD, what has been like your biggest takeaway from that series? Because I looked at all the series, and that was the only series in which is like ain't really like a storyline. It's just there's the SGA and there's Luka, there's Kyrie, and then there we go. What's been your biggest takeaway, AROD?
I don't know. I mean, it's just been like jab for jab, jab for jab, jab for jab for me. Kyrie Irving, for as much praise as we've been giving him lately, scoring 9 points. That's unheard of me for Kyrie to do something like that in the playoffs, to go cold like that. But SGA is just he's impressive to watch. The guy finds a way to make the mid range every time, man, and get busy. Lou Dortz has really caught my attention too. Chet, you're seeing what it is like with a rookie being there. He looks a little bit lost, but I think that's something that will pick up over time. And the big for Dallas, whoever you want it to be, I don't know who it is. I think it's the guy.
Lively.
Gafford is like surprisingly had me like at the same time turn my head and be like, damn, and then also be like, what the fuck, man?
Hey, that PRA been hitting every night though. I'll tell you that though. That PRA, Vic, Daniel Gafford, that's been hitting. I'm about to check what it is right now. But anyway, go ahead, right?
No, it's a hard one to put my finger on as far as like what's going on in the series, because it's just been jab for jab, and the series is 2-2 right now, right?
Yeah, and then by the time this episode is aired, because this is the pivotal game 5, and the game is in OKC. We've seen both teams still won at each other's cribs. So as far as like an advantage, I don't know if there's like a true advantage. OKC does have like a more of like that collegiate kind of fan base, is a little bit more rabid. As I pass the floor to Vic, the Boston Celtics are beating the shit out of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The fact that Vic is a little worried about this game somehow, though, with no Donovan Mitchell at home, that's the problem that we are having with the Boston Celtics. Is that there has to be a little bit of like, oh my God, I hope we just don't fuck this up. So Vic, moving on with the Celtics. I just want to
say real quick, it was a 5-point game, and then Jason Tatum took possession of the ball 3 straight possessions in a row. What's he get? He gets Al Horford an open 3. Dishes it to a wide open Jaylen Brown, who then literally gifts a layup off to Al Horford, and then he hits a dribble pull-up 3 on the other side. And people are going to say, oh, he's so passive. He's so passive. He made the right play 3 times in a fucking row. They used to do this shit with LeBron, too.
Oh, remember I was waiting. I was about to say that. I'm like, I've heard this shit a long time in my life because I've been a LeBron fan. So I get it.
But I'll stop harping about that. Let's get to the West Coast teams again. So this has definitely been, in my opinion, the most fun series of all of them. I mean, well, personally, of course, I'm going to say the Celtics, but taking my fandom out of it, this has been the best series to watch if you're a casual fan.
How about LeBron pulling up? How about LeBron pulling up to be like, "Yo, we gonna give y'all some energy"?
Oh yeah, that was so lame.
Brought his own.
How is that lame? He was done. He's the king, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, but you're on a different team, dude. Stay in LA. Anyway.
He was visiting his mother for Mother's Day, and it was the day after. Might as well go show up to the crib. He's the kid from Akron.
Was there?
The kid is from Akron.
Who was there?
Tyrese Maxey was there. SGA.
Tyrese Maxey was at the Dallas game in OKC.
That's weird.
But I think he was there to support his Kentucky brethren.
Oh, still weird. If you're done for the season, be like Jokic, just go away.
It's today's NBA. It's a little different. It is a little different.
That's strange. But no, this has been a good series. I still wonder if OKC has enough experience to push through this Dallas team, which has been to the playoffs, I think, like the last 4 years or so. So it would be Dallas. I thought they did. They
tanked at the end of the season and bench Luka and bench Kyrie. And,
that's right.
Yeah.
But have been to the playoffs before, these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about this series other than Luka seems to be struggling a little bit. Hopefully he can turn it around. This has been his MO in the playoffs. The past few times he's been in, where he kind of disappears for a little bit. But maybe he can pull Jokic and surprise us all these next couple games.
I don't think so, man. I think he's still got to take his licks in the NBA. And this kid, Luguentz Dort, man, he's not messing. Bro, he gets 2 fouls in the first quarter like every game. He's letting you know I'm here, bro. I'm not leaving your side today. So got to give him credit for that. But for me, for Dallas' perspective, PJ Washington, it's you look at just remember where he came from, right? The Charlotte Hornets are the worst organization in professional sports right now, I think. And when you really look at the talent that just sits there just wasting time, like it's such an indictment on the Charlotte Hornets and Michael Jordan, what his lack of attention for that team, and you see how happy he got with NASCAR, kissing all these babies and shit. He was not there for the Bobcats. He was not there for the freaking Charlotte Hornets. So, I just think it's such a bad situation over there. But I'm happy to see PJ Washington do his thing right now, and then Shea, like I said earlier in the show, like I never really got to watch Shea that much this year, and I watched this dude, man. I'm like, bro, I don't even think he sweats, dog. This shit is too easy for him, and it's like crazy because like his game is so. You remember how like Paul Pierce's game wasn't like flashy or anything.
Yeah.
But you look at the box score, it's like, God damn, like where does this shit come from?
Yeah,
you look at SGA, it's like the same type of shit. So
he reminds you of like a tall Rondo.
Yeah, but like Rondo's game was a lot more like fancy, like from like a playmaking standpoint. This dude gets to wherever he wants on the court to get whatever shot that he wants. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, how? Like it's like. How have I don't know what the defense is like. I want to see Luguentz Dort guard him in practice. There's got to be somebody got to see what this looks like because I don't see it. So big ups to him. And then as we go into our NBA apologies, we got Boston about to take care of business against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So congratulations, Vic. I know it's a little early right now, but congratulations. All right, me and AROD have done this on the show before. We sometimes give our apologies. I think we've done it for football. We've done it for basketball. I don't know if we've done a playoff apology yet, though, and I do have some apologies to give out. We'll go one at a time because I know somebody's going to steal somebody's. Obviously, that's just how it works. But I'm going first because fuck it. All right, AROD, before I get to you, my first apology, because you made an apology earlier to the Nuggets. My specific apology is going to go to Michael Malone. So I knew he was a good coach, but last year he kind of just pissed me off a little bit the way he was. After he won a championship, he's still talking shit about the Lakers. I'm like, bro, why are you still hung up on the Lakers? Like, chill out. And I'm like, all right, cool. You got your year, blase, congratulations. And then they fall down 0-2, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I knew they wasn't shit. The adjustment that they were able to make on a defensive end, because everyone's looking at Jokic dominating, but what they've done defensively and how they turned that shit around, and the way they got, because we look at the Knicks and they don't know how to use their bench well, and you look at the Nuggets and Braun, that dude is like such a good player. It's like
exciting whites.
No, but he got that shit figured out. Everybody just knows their role really well, and I know Jamal Murray was a little banged up, and Jokic was in the cage in game 2, but game 3, 4, and 5, the way they turned that shit around. I talk about coaching. We talked about Missoula earlier. I look at Michael Malone. My bad, dog. You. A lot of this was you. I don't think people know that.
He is a swaggy fucking coach. He is a guy I would want to play for. I have so much love for Mike Malone.
I apologize, Mike. Go ahead, AROD. We apologize too.
Mine will be it's inevitable. It's to my New York Knicks. I was not believing in anything that this team was doing.
Is it the coach? Is it a player? Is it the GM? Is it?
It's a hodgepodge. It's a hodgepodge.
I need one person that's going to represent this whole thing.
OG Anunoby is the biggest one.
Ooh.
OG,
didn't get it.
I'm very happy with your game, sir. Like, you transcended this team to what I didn't think was going to happen. But it comes to the whole organization, the idea to trade, because still haven't seen Leon Rose even at a goddamn game. What the fuck is Leon Rose doing?
Thank you. You see Jerry Jones at every freaking game, and what the hell have they been doing? There you go.
Leon Rose is, I tip of the hat to the man. Like, he's not GM of the year, but goddamn, he struck gold on this trade, and it worked. And I wasn't in on everything. And Thibs, as much as he scares me, I give him his credit. Like, it's working in his favor this year. I'm still thinking in the back of my head, that someone's gonna, like, their leg is just gonna go flying into the stands. But I'm sorry, I didn't believe that this team was good on paper entering the season. I didn't believe that all these players were going to play the way that they play, but it's just something about being a underdog and having a bunch of guys that aren't all-stars on your team that you're going to just, ball out to. So I'm sorry, guys, but I've been riding this wave a lot. So I've gotten on at the right point, and I still love you. Keep doing your thing.
Vic, give me an apology.
So my apology was for Leon Rose. I think nobody was more vocal about the trade, the OG Anunoby trade than I was. I thought it was the terrible trade, but it looks like it worked. Hey, I mean, they're 2 wins away now, went away from the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, with this depleted ass roster, granted they haven't really played. They played the two, in my opinion, the two best teams that are still in the playoffs, not named the Boston Celtics. It's not like it's been gifted to them either. So, hats off to that Knicks organization. They're doing well.
Number 2 in the Eastern Conference. I never in my wildest dreams would ever imagine that. Mm-hmm. Never.
Yeah.
And to kind of piggyback on what y'all got, I have my next apology is for Jalen Brunson, because when I asked you that question, I asked you Jalen Brunson. He got a middle name?
Oh, it's JB, bro.
Huh?
JB, buddy, best Nick ever right now is what they're saying.
Oh God, y'all need to chill out, man. Act like my dog with the nice.
You gotta listen. This team ride and dies. Like, remember Linsanity? How crazy it was, and they rode for this man. Imagine if was it Side Talk was there at that time? Could you imagine?
Oh my God, we were in a social. If we had the same social media we had back then, that would have been the greatest week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever, of sidewalk in NYC ever, dog.
Oh my God, Chinatown would be going off, man.
Bruh, dog. But Jalen Marquise Brunson, born on August 31st, 1996. My dog, my bad, dog. Because when I asked that question to AROD, I asked that question to try to be an asshole. I'm like, I don't think he can't go out there and do all that shit.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
He can't go out there and do all that shit. He ain't Tyrese Maxey. Remember I said it on the page. I take Tyrese Maxey over Tyrese Halliburton, over all of these people, over Jalen Brunson. I'll take them all. But Jalen Brunson, man, I like Jalen Brunson. I like Villanova players, man. I'm such a nerd for Villanova players. When Jay Wright was there, he knew how to pick them, man. I remember when they won that championship and shit. So I got a lot of love for DiVincenzo, the way he's been playing. A lot of love for Josh Hart, 6'4". His over/under on rebounds is 12.5 every night. I'm like, bro, what the hell? He's 6'4". So much credit to Jalen Brunson, because to me, he's the leader of that pack, obviously. And so much credit to Julius Randle's shoulder, because to me, if Julius Randle was on the court, none of this shit would happen. I'm telling you right now, none of this shit will happen. He throws off the whole thing. He throws off the whole thing. Do you have any more apologies?
I got a quick one. Derek White. I will give.
Whoa! I did my apology for Derek White already.
I will give Vic that. Although last game he disappeared completely, I'm not going to hold him to that. Mm-hmm. Tonight he has 18 points. He's still not an all-star in my book. But I have I have a newfound respect for Derek White. I really do. And I've always felt like he could be great, just, playing on San Antonio. But I think coming to Boston, he's unlocked a different Derek White. But, bro, once he shaved that hair, oh, my God.
I wasn't familiar with the game, Derek White.
Derek White, bro, like, I would want Derek White on my team. I will say it loud. I would want Derek White on my team. And as a starter.
We look at organizations that people come from, right? Miami, San Antonio. If they develop the talent and send them out, they churn out a great basketball player. And I remember watching him in San Antonio, I'm like, damn, why is he always in the right spots at the right time? And that was just me as a hater back then, with his ugly ass haircut and shit. Yeah, that bothered me too. But like when you actually sit there and watch this man play, it's like, damn, he's always in the right spot. He's always making the right play. Like I remember last year he had, was it against Miami? I think he had that game winning like layup or some shit. It was like real quick. I was like, damn, this dude just knows how to play basketball. So I always appreciate people who just know how to play the game of basketball. So I'll definitely double down on my apologies to Derek White, because we were talking crazy about Derek White about a few months ago.
We were. I still don't think all-star, but I still think like amazing basketball player. Yeah, amazing. You can't take.
He's solid. He's solid.
But I will say this: I was preparing for this. I was preparing for these apologies, and when you said, "I gotta give Rudy Gobert his flowers," like I was penning it. I was penning it, and as soon as I saw yesterday's game, I said,
"Yeah,
this was a bad idea." Like texting your ex. ... Nope, just went away.
I'm taking them. Give me my flowers back, bitch. I want all of them back.
You can have them, bro. You can have.
I want all the seeds, the pollen, the leaves. I want all them shits back, bro.
You can have them, bro. I want mine too, because I've been in the same boat as you. But I got you off. I got you off of that for one series.
I was off for a sec. I felt bad. I'm like, am I a hater? Do I just hate the dude? I don't want to be the guy that just hates somebody. But after I saw what I saw, it brought me right back to. I'm like, that's what I remember. Damn.
Yeah,
that's what I remember. God damn. Freaking Rudy, bro. He's so rude, dog. He made me almost a believer. That's rude, dog. I don't like that, dog. The only Rudy I trust is Rudy Gay, pause. And I don't know about Giuliani. Who else? Who was another Rudy? I don't know any other Rudys, but Rudy Gay, I like Rudy Gay. He was a good basketball player. But
I had his shoes.
Yeah. Yo, Rudy Gay, NBA 2K, cheat code, bro. He's a cheat code. It don't even matter.
He was a C-grade Carmelo Anthony, man. That's all it was.
Hey, he was on the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn or whatever podcast with Carmelo and not Deuce. What's the other dude's name? The Dominican cat?
Jesus Miro.
Yeah,
Miro, not Jesus.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right, cool. Any more apologies for you, Vic? Apologize to Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics right now.
Nah, I won't, because I like criticism more. Sammy deserves to fucking come on here and apologize to Jason Tatum. This man, I'm not kidding. When I tell you he facilitated this run that we went on to step on their throats, he was making all the right plays, all the right passes, but he's not going to get fucking any consideration for it because he didn't look mad with a fucking brooding look on his face and drive down the fucking middle.
Hey, you gotta have, bro. It's a sport and it's an entertainment at the end of the day, dog. You gotta have something. Anthony Edwards got something already. SGA is kind of boring. That's why Anthony Edwards gets a little bit more love than SGA. Same shit. So yeah, you gotta have a little bit of something, man. Give me like a.
This media narrative is.
So LeBron one day out of nowhere did this silencer shit, and it just spread. Dog, soccer players, football players. Tell me one thing Jason Tatum has done that anybody's ever done in any other sport. Nothing.
Shoes are crap.
Right, nothing. But you can say that about a lot of people. I mean, LeBron James is different.
Jordan, Kobe, LeBron.
Yeah, those guys are. Yeah, those are all different. Those guys are global superstars. Jason Tatum will never be that.
He plays for the Celtics. All right.
Doesn't have the personality.
Everybody, let's pull up some NFL schedules. The schedules have definitely been released finally, y'all. AROD, the Jet schedule. I know you got that handy. Vic, pull up the Patriots schedule. I got the Eagles schedule coming out. We're gonna look at some projected wins and international games. really quick before we get to that, Netflix got 2 Christmas games. After the roast of Tom Brady, they had the quarterback shit on Netflix as well with Mahomes and Kirk Cousins and all that. They doing this shit with F1. They got golf. The way the Netflix and now they got Raw, WWE Raw for the next 5 or 10 years. We're in a new world, y'all. Like it's just Amazon Prime. You got to get it so you can watch some games. Netflix, you're gonna have to get it. Peacock eventually. It won't be on NBC no more. I don't know where we're going with cable and shit, but here we are, y'all. Christmas got 2 games. Here we are. So schedule release. Who got their schedules up already?
Yeah, I got mine up.
We're gonna start with Mr. Monday Night Football over here, AROD, because holy shit. Instagram was tripping the other day, y'all, and I don't know if you were able to see the post that we have, but I know AROD having night terrors right now, thinking about that Achilles on Monday Night Football again.
Why?
And this time he got Bosa coming at him, he got Hargraves coming at him, he got some shit. Warner, how you feeling, dog? Looking at the schedule and we're gonna start with Monday Night Football and then look at the schedule. Let me know what you think.
But why? Like, why? Why do we have to be the first game again? Like, I mean, we're not home this time. So if I see Aaron Rodgers come out with an American flag, like
It's a wrap.
So exactly, just done. We're done. But I don't like being the first game, but it is what it is. I mean, I like our chances, and I'm really not afraid of Buffalo this year. Until I see something happen, I'm really not that afraid of Buffalo, and we don't have to play them until week 7. No, our first game against them is week 6, so I get to develop what do I think about Buffalo, and I don't think they're going to be scary at all. So we'll see what happens.
What do you think about this win projection? They got you guys, NFL.com, looking at your schedule. They got you have a -130 chance of making the playoffs. Your win total is at a 9.5 over under. They got you guys going over at 9.6. They got +200 to win the division, +1,400 to win the conference, and +2,500 to win the Super Bowl. Start with the 9.5 wins, and then just think about your chances overall. Well, what are you looking at? Because last year you said what, 15, 14, some shit like that. All right, so
and what happened? So I'll tell you this, man. I'll never bet that because of what happened in the first game of the season. So show me a gun.
9.5 over under.
I can't, KK. I don't want to do that. I don't want to play this game.
9.5 over under, AROD.
I'm not, KK. What happened last year?
What you think? What you think?
But they're over under?
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah, come on now.
No.
6 of your first 11 games gonna be primetime TV, by the way. So y'all gonna be the only game on for a lot of nights early on in the season.
My head is in my hands. It just is what it is.
Anything on the schedule like that you're like looking forward to?
We get Thursday night against the Patriots. I really want to see how this Patriots team looks. I'm excited to see them play after Bill Belichick is gone. Hoping they're pure dogs.
What week is that?
That's week 3, September 19th. Okay. So I'm looking at. I want to see the divisional opponents. I want to see how we'll match up against them. Like I feel like we don't have any great opponents this year. Like we got San Francisco's probably the best one we got to play. But we got to play the Titans, the Broncos, the Vikings, Pittsburgh.
You should thank your lucky stars that y'all fell off because you don't get a first place schedule. The Bills got to deal with that bullshit.
Halloween.
You got a third place schedule, so yeah.
Halloween is interesting. We get to play the Texans on Prime.
Ooh,
so
Prime, okay.
I would like to see that. I would also like to see Aaron Rodgers on the field at that point in the schedule. So I'm just. Last year was haunting. Last year was so haunting because you know how happy and how excited I was and how I hyped myself up for it. And I came on here like a jackass and said 14 fucking wins. So
I remember like it was yesterday.
I remember it too. I remember.
We all snickered a little bit, like, okay, bro.
Nah, I backed him up. I was about it.
You were, Vic. It's crazy.
I was with him. I was with him. I was like, yeah, 14, 16 wins. Fuck it.
All right.
Motherfucker towards ACL, y'all were like, content.
Hey, listen, if they want to blame anybody, blame my wife for that one because she jinxed him. Because right before the game started, she was like, what if he's a bust this year? Like, what if they don't even do anything? I was like, yo, shut up. I literally said, yo, shut up. Literally, 10 minutes later, I was like, I stared at her. I was like, I think I told it on here. I was like, I stared at her just like,
this is your fault.
How dare you, dog? Because she knows how superstitious I am.
I have a group chat with a couple other friends, and I have one guy that always just talks down to me, and he was like, "What if Aaron tears his ACL?" I was like, "Don't say shit like that." And hope he's the kind of guy that when he says it, it comes to fruition. So like I like when that first game comes in the beginning, I'm blocking him. I'm literally blocking him.
Just so y'all know, whenever the Philadelphia Eagles play, my phones are do not disturb. I have every single notification on my phone turned off. I don't want to see nothing from fantasy. I don't want to see nothing from ESPN. I don't give a shit. But Vic, New England, we got a new look. New England this year, new coach, new quarterback, new just shit philosophy. We've seen Tom Brady, Drew Bledsoe, Robert Kraft, and Bill Belichick at the roast. That shit had to be awkward as shit. Did you watch the roast, by the way, Vic?
I did. It was fantastic.
Okay. Yo, I got to say, man, that takes a lot of balls, bro. Like, they talk about your wife, your kids, your this, I'm like, nah, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I saw him come. He's come out and like said like how he regrets doing it. I was like, oh, that's some bullshit, dude. That's so stupid.
But I mean, shit, they gain a lot of money from doing that shit. They're gold. And that one chick, the blonde chick that was doing
Nikki Glazer.
Dick, yeah.
I'm a #1 fan already. I'm like, I've been following her everywhere. But I kept showing her to my wife. She was like, "Oh, so you like blondes now, huh?" I was like, "Whoa!"
KK loves him some white. KK loves him some white women, man.
I'm just saying, she's funny. She's witty.
She's good.
But
anyway,
go ahead, Patriots. It's a
Where
new
the white women at?
It's a new day, Vic. Talk to me.
Yeah. No, we still suck. This team sucks. I missed like the most amount of Patriots games I've ever missed in my entire life last year, and it's probably gonna be the same this year. There's only 2 games on primetime for us. We got the Jets on Thursday night, and then we got the lovely early morning coffee bowl in London on October 20th at 9:30 a.m. And those are literally our only 2 national televised games. I fucking hate this team. I hate this organization. I hate Robert Kraft. I hate Drake May. We're fucked.
You don't know shit about Drake May yet. Come on now.
I know.
Aren't y'all falling in love with him now? Didn't Sammy say he loves him now?
Sammy also said that Mac Jones was the top.
Mac Jones is the top 5. Fuck. Y'all fucked. I'll pray for y'all, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, let me see. Let me pull up your projected win total. You guys are sitting at over under 5.3. Boy.
Under.
Oh no, over under 4.5 actually. You projected to go to 5.3. Over under 4.5. Their over is minus 170.
No, I would take the under.
The under?
Yeah, we suck. It's a bad team.
4.5?
Yeah.
Plus 900 to make the playoffs? I'll throw $1 on that.
How much to make the playoffs?
Plus 900.
Yeah, no, I still wouldn't take that.
Division plus 2,800. Sheesh.
Yeah, ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way. This team is going to start off with like 4 losses. Look, they play the Bengals, Seahawks, Jets, and then 49ers. And then the Dolphins. And then the Texans.
Damn.
When do they name one of those? Maybe the Seahawks game they can win. Maybe. But other than that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight losses. And then we play Jacksonville in London. I think we beat Jacksonville.
What if it's against Mac Jones? Because by then Trevor Lawrence is like, my shoulder.
I would love that. That'd be even better. That'd be amazing. Yeah, so I still think we beat Jacksonville in London, so that's 1 win. I think we do win one of the Jets games, so that's 2. We play the Titans at Tennessee.
One of the Jets games, really?
Oh yeah. They won one of them.
He's high. Like
they won one of them last year.
Yeah, but that was against Zach. What was it? I don't remember that kid's name no more, dog.
No, it wasn't. Hey, they can only play
the quarterback that was not Aaron Rodgers. That was
that guy's been in Denver the whole time.
I'm telling you right now, there ain't no way. They get swept. But Tennessee Titans, they lose. They probably beat the Bears, so we're at 3 wins. Rams, Dolphins.
Caleb Williams. Is that prime time? Because you know they like to do their rookie.
Yeah, that's at 1 p.m. We don't have any other primetime games.
Come on.
Los Angeles Rams loss at home. Dolphins at Miami, definitely losing. Indianapolis Colts, that could be a win.
That's a L.
I
Anthony
don't know.
Richardson's back.
We'll see. We'll see. So I'm at 3-4. Cardinals, I think that's a win.
That's a dub.
So I'm at 5 now.
That's your
Bills at
over.
Bills.
4.5. That's your over.
Yeah, okay. I got 5 then.
Minus 170.
I'll take the over. Yeah.
I like it. There we go. Confidence. All right. And then real quick with the Eagles bullshit. We got the Packers in Brazil to open up the series the year. So, and that's a home game for us. So
What time is it at?
It's at 8:15 p.m. on September 6th. So
that's pretty cool, actually. I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah. We'll see all of our Eagles fans there, and it's gonna be loud in the link. Oh no,
where's it at? Is it in Rio?
I don't give a shit. It's not at home. It's not a home game. Like, let that be a Packers home game. Shit. But anyway, we go back-to-back primetime against them and then the Falcons. So we'll see if it's Kirk Cousins or homeboy, Michael Penix. After that, and then we got the Bucks September 29th. I didn't go to the game last year. I didn't go to the playoff game. I don't plan on going to this game either because it's September 29th at 1 p.m. It's going to be hot. And there's going to be a lot of drunk Buck fans there that's going to piss me off. And I'm going to say something, and we going to say something, and I'm going to be mad.
Wife is going to be lit.
And, yeah, I ain't doing none of that shit. So, yeah, I'm chilling.
He says, sorry, honey. I like on.
Anyway, outside of that, Saquon gets to go to New York October 20th. DraftKings, I'm putting him on my DraftKings shit. He going for 200 yards that day. We get the bank. Oh, Joe Burrow. I don't think we played Joe Burrow yet in my life. We got the Panthers, easy game. Well, we're gonna have a good season. We're gonna have a good season. We got the Cowboys second to last game. That's gonna be important. And then as far as our over under for wins, we are at a 10.5 over under. Ooh, okay. And minus 115 to go over. We're projected for 11.1 wins. That sounds about right. 11 and 6. I'll say about 12 and 5. I'm gonna go hit that over real quick. We're minus 220 to make the playoffs. I love that. Plus 115 to win the division. I respect that. Plus 650 to win the conference, and then plus 1,600 to win the Super Bowl.
Who do they think it's gonna beat you guys in the conference?
San Francisco.
I'm okay. 650 for the conference. I'm sorry, I was thinking about division.
San Francisco. It's always going to be San Francisco. Like us, San Francisco, Dallas. I don't know who else in the NFC right now is really scaring anybody. But looking at like the Chiefs, I think their over under is set at 11.5. The under is plus 100. They're projected for 10.9. That's disrespectful. We do this shit every year with the freaking Chiefs. I don't know when we're just gonna be like.
I'm not.
Leave them alone. Who else was like a new cool team? The Texans. They're over under set at 10. Over 10 plus 100. 10 wins, Vic.
Wow, it's high.
That's quick. I mean, they just made the playoffs. They won the division, right?
Yeah.
The Bears are a very well assembled team too, I think. I know we have a rookie quarterback, but I like everything they have on offense.
You want to guess where the win total set at?
6.
9.
9. Wow.
They're projected to go under 8.5, but it's set at 9 already. Think about it. They're 9 and Houston is 10. That's wild. That is wild. I don't know. That one.
The Eagles are 10.5. You said, right?
Yeah. Eagles were. Let's see. Eagles.
My head is the Sam Darnold effect.
We're set at 10.5.
You're 10.5, and the Bears are 9.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. So, yeah, I don't know about all that. And then as far as like primetime games, there's some cool ones. Monday Night Football. We got Atlanta, New York, San Francisco. But we'll see how the season plays out. We'll dive a little bit deeper on this soon. I do want to kind of we haven't really talked about baseball in a while. If you ask Siri who the best team in baseball is, AROD, you know what they're gonna say?
fucking Dodgers, I'm sure.
No. Hey Siri, who is the best team in baseball? Say it.
The Phillies are in first place in MLB right now.
You heard
with
that?
a record of 30-13.
The Phillies, baby. The
Siri-
Phillies.
Yeah, Siri will. You've altered this, I'm sure. So
We've been balling, bro. You seen it. Our pitching has been phenomenal. Ranger Suarez is on a heater. I'm about to say Cole Hamels. Look at me. I'm going back in. I'm that excited. Aaron Nola's been a dog. Wheeler's been a dog. Everybody's just been balling. The bat.
funny
Alex
how
Bone.
things work out. Remember how we were talking about this a few years ago, and you were like, "Oh, the pitching sucks."
Yo, Craig Kimbrell just pitched how many innings in 2 games? He's thrown like 80 pitches in the last his last two closing jobs, and that's the difference. Craig Kimbrell cost us playoff games last year. Our bullpen is a lot more consistent. You know, with Spencer Turnbull, I think he's doing a lot more in the bullpen now. What's his name? God, I can't even think of his name right now. Either way.
Oh, doesn't know his team.
Sir Anthony Dominguez, Max Strom. Yeah, we got some dogs down there. So all I'm saying is that I love this baseball team. So AROD, you've obviously been a lot more tapped in probably. Shout out to our fantasy week this last week. You lucky I ain't paid attention 2 days. That's all we tied because
KK, I've been dating somebody. I wasn't paying attention at all.
I'm married, bitch. What do you mean? Damn, fuck dating. I'm married.
You were more plugged into sports with me as a married man, man.
She got everything.
Trying to get one of these, bro.
She got everything, dog. She got everything. But anyway, but you're still probably a little bit more plugged in from a baseball perspective. So, what's going on in the first couple? Where we at? 45 games or so? Where we at? Yeah.
Yeah, we're in like about 42. Yeah, so we're plugging away. I mean, it's good. It's competitive, and it's the American League West. Holy shit, that's the division that I want to talk about because the Astros have owned that division for so long, and just recently they've kind of crawled their way out of the bottom of it, and now they're second to the bottom. But the Rangers, the Mariners, are just slugfesting each other to try and take that one spot. And of course, not having Mike Trout, him going down, that hurts the.
That shit sucks, bro. That shit sucks.
It does suck, man, because I want the best for the guy. I want him to do well, and I think they hit it right with the manager. I like the roster construction of a lot of things that they did this year. I felt they could be competitive, and they were in the beginning, but now without him, it hurts. But the Oakland Athletics, man, like. This team, for a team that like should be just dead, like we shouldn't even talk about them. They're in the middle of the pack right now.
Mason Miller, baby.
And he's gonna probably be gone. And he's probably gonna be gone. So he's like they just have a bunch of jamokes and it works. This Moneyball thing works for them, man. It hits some years and some years it doesn't, but they get the right guys and they put them together and
You're about to be playing in Sacramento in a minor league stadium, bro. Like this shit is just disgusting.
Yeah. And then the other thing is like I laugh about this shit every year is like the teams that put together teams to try and beat the team in the division that has been dad to them all these years. And the Toronto
where we're going.
The Toronto Blue Jays, like, I'm sorry. I don't get it. Like, I can understand the Rays. I really can understand the Rays. That is an injury-riddled team, you know, and they're doing shit. And the Red Sox, I got to give the Red Sox. I know Vic is like, fuck that team.
Vic.
They suck. They do suck.
Bro.
No, they suck. They suck.
But they're playing their ass off.
No, but the pitching. It's the pitching. Yeah. They have the best ERA in the entire MLB, I think, when I saw it last. So I have to give them props there because I couldn't tell you one of those pitchers aren't household names. There's nobody there. Chris Sale's gone. Eduardo Rodriguez is gone.
Who's having like one of the best year in like 6 years, Chris Sale.
Of course.
You're just a hater, man. You've been a hater, Chris Sale.
I don't hate Chris Sale. I hate the trade.
You've been hating on Chris Sale. We have the receipts where you said he wasn't that good when he won you the World Series. We have those. But
I don't think I ever said that, but I know that I don't like that trade. I still don't like that trade. That trade's the reason why we don't have Mookie Betts anymore. Let's continue.
It don't get no worse than that. But all right, A-Rod and then and Vic. So I went on the MLB.com website earlier and I looked at some of the shit that they were talking about, and they talked about the seven biggest surprises from the first quarter of the season. So surprise number one, it said check out the American League Central. So when we look at the Central, A-Rod, and we got my dog Josh Naylor and the Cleveland Guardians busting ass right now, but everybody but the White Sox is I mean the White Sox are just bad, bro. It's just bad. But
Look,
everybody but the White Sox, they trying, bro. They pushing.
look for that entire team to be moved except for Luis Robert. That's all I'll say about them.
Mm-hmm. And Vic, have you seen anything with the Central?
No.
No, cool. Didn't think so. All right. Next, they said the Yankees are thriving even without Garrett Cole. A-Rod, you can speak on this. Would you say you guys are thriving?
I wouldn't say thriving. Where the offense has got a major uplift, like what they needed.
Super.
We needed a Soto type player,
Yeah.
and not even Juan Soto, but a guy that could do that, because we just had lackluster players in the outfield. We had streaky players, and Juan Soto, I think, is the guy that you bring in to do what you need to do. And I felt like Verdugo is also that guy as well. Having Verdugo, I think in Boston, he was just
Vic.
he took a big step back on. No, I'm serious. Like, I'm not trying to dog him for that, but I think I'm a big Verdugo fan. I was like, when Boston got him from LA in the Mookie trade, I was like, at least you got Verdugo, because the guy is a solid 300 hitter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can get that out of him, but they couldn't even unlock that because the team was dog shit. So now you're here, you're protected at the plate. He started off the season batting like 6th or 7th. Now he's batting 4. Had a baby, batting 4. So, and there's less pressure on Stanton. So the lineup, they can just cook. They can cook, they can hit and do that, and keep the pitcher in the game. I feel bad for Nestor Cortez, though. Like, that's the only guy they just never show up for.
Yeah.
That hurts me.
All right, next, real quick. Houston Astros are a shell of themselves, 17-25. They got this. What was it? This pitcher got caught with some shit in his hat. Like, yeah, they're going back to some shit. I don't know what's going on in Houston right now. What have you seen from that?
I mean, that sucks. You get caught with shit in your hat. Like, we don't know what it is, but you know, I've been attested to that with my team. It is what it is. But yeah, the Astros, I'm looking at them and I'm reading the beat writers, and one of the big components that they have this year is payroll. Payroll is big for them, and they've got 2 guys they got to worry about: Kyle Tucker and Alex Bregman. One has got to go. Got to find out who that one is. It's got to go.
You know, Kyle Tucker went to play in high school.
Yeah, fuck him.
Bro, how did I not know that? I was like, what?
I played against his older brother, Cole.
Oh, where?
Cole went to the Braves and was really good and disappeared.
Sheesh. All right, next one, Milwaukee Brewers. They haven't missed a beat in an unexpected way. What would that unexpected way be in your opinion, if you agree with that?
I think for me, it would be them. They're like the Rays. They sign the right players to fill in, and then they bring up the prospects, and the prospects have all panned out. They've all been really good. What's his name? Terang and Fellick. They've all done their things, and then it's losing a big pitcher like Corbin Barnes that makes your other guys step up. Mm-hmm. And Freddie Peralta, everybody has knew he's a number 1 on any team that he could go to, but he's been a 3 at this team, so he's pitching like a number 1.
Next one, Vic. Actually, have you paid attention to Shohei Ohtani on all this year?
Just the gambling allegations.
A-Rod, have you been paying attention to Shohei Ohtani this year?
Yeah, he's doing great, man. He's doing good.
This is where it is. Like, could he possibly honestly just already he's better already because he's not having to pitch? Is he actually a better player just as a hitter, straight up? Like, just this might be just the best way to just use him.
That it won't be though. Like, I think he brings you something that teams think about and are scared about, because the Rays tried it, and I can't think of the guy's McKinney or whatever it is, McKee or whatever. He couldn't do it. Like, it's a hard thing to do. And this kid's been
361. 9 stolen bases, 12 home runs. Jesus Christ.
But Ohtani's like number 1 ace starter, right? Like,
on top of that, but like
that's what I'm saying. Like you got like if he was like a number 3 starter, then you could be like, all right.
I
But
wouldn't
think about it. Last year,
on his team maybe, but I wouldn't say he's the number 1 starter in baseball because he gets back.
Last year he was batting 304. The year before 273. The year before 257. So right now he's batting 361. Obviously, it's only a quarter into the season, but like the way his command is, the way he's been on the plate, everything has been so like super locked in. Even with all the bullshit that was going around,
Yeah.
I think him knowing all I gotta do is come out here and hit every day. Oh, this shit easy. I think this is even scarier than him having to pitch every now and then and hit and do this and do that. Like he's just focused on one thing. Imagine you're a basketball player and you only have to play offense. Like you don't got your team can defend everybody. All you gotta do is go out there and score. Oh my God, that's like a lot less energy spent. So to me, I mean, I don't know. It looks good, but has it translated to winning, AROD? What do you think about the Dodgers? How impressive or unimpressive have they been to you at this point?
I think for Shohei, I think it's like relaxing. Like this is my first, like you when you get hired a new job and like you're thrown to the wolves.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really thrown to the wolves. He just got to worry about hitting right now, and they're not forcing him to go out there and pitch. When he goes out there and pitch, he's going to be in an equally as safe lineup. He'll be okay in that lineup as long as they keep a lot of these players. So I'm the guy. The guy is, and there's we say this all the time. There's something about like foreign players and especially Asian players that they're more disciplined to a lot of things. So I think he just really loves the game of baseball, doesn't cheat the game, no pun intended there, and just does what he does at a high competitive level. Yeah. So I'm impressed by it. The guy is must-watch TV. If there's any player in sports that I say you need to watch that you can tell your grandkids about, it's Shohei Ohtani because you're never going to see this again. I don't think it's happening.
And the Dodgers right now 29-15. They won 8 of the last 10, so they're starting to kind of round into like what we expect them to be, as far as just like level of dominance. They have like an 80 plus 84 run differential already, which I believe is tops. The Phillies are plus 72, and the Yankees are plus 58. So yeah, it's been interesting so far. And then last but not least, because we both have him in fantasy. Paul Skeens has made his debut into the MLB, and they're trying to market him and Livy Dunn like they Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. But Paul Skeens, he throwing 100 on average, bro. It's crazy. But what was your first impressions on him, and what are you kind of looking forward to with him kind of moving forward?
I watched the game. I was really disappointed with the delay. That kind of like fucked up with him a little bit, but the guy's going to be real deal Holyfield, I think, coming in. The crazier thing is, oh man, who were the 3 pitchers? Andrew McCutchen has seen 3 Cy Young winners in Pittsburgh. Garrett Cole, homeboy now, Paul Skeens, and I forgot who the other one was, but it's amazing to see all 3 of these pitchers that he's gotten to play with, which is wild. So, but yeah, I'm excited to watch him play. I hope they don't send him down. I think he's ready for the MLB. He's carving kids up in the minors. That's all I can say. Pause.
Right.
So.
It's been great to see. And that as of something recently, you look at like how Strasburg came out. It's like, all right, we're gonna see how homeboy come out. Vic, before we wrap up baseball, move on to our naysayers. Have you paid attention to baseball at all this year yet?
No.
So I know you and Sammy were like, nah, fuck the Red Sox. But have you seen anything that may have caught your eye?
No.
That's wild, man.
I have literally watched maybe 2 innings of baseball.
Have you put any money on any games?
Nope.
Game? I just want to say right now, live on this show, I put in a parlay earlier today. It was a 4-game parlay. Basically, it was Diamondbacks to win against the Reds, that hit. Mariners to win against the Royals, that hit. Phillies to beat the Mets, beat their ass, of course. And Tampa Bay just wrapped it up at plus 115 to beat the Red Sox. 4-leg parlay just hit. Whoa! That's what I'm talking about. That's the fuck I'm talking about. So shout out to the Phillies and the Rays. Vic, question for you. As we talk about gambling right now, do we have any advice that you want to give for the PGA Championship.
Yeah, so there's a few names that I got that I think
I'm taking notes, by the way.
would be worth throwing a couple of beans at. So the first is obviously Scottie Scheffler, right? So you can't have a tournament
Would
without.
you still though? I mean, at least top 20 finish, top 10 finish, top 5 finish. But like,
top 10 guaranteed finish.
do you think he's going? I think he's won too much lately. He's not Tiger Woods, so he's going to finish in the top 7.
He's having a year, man. He's top 10. He's top 10 lock. He's a lock for my top 10. And he would be the first person I'm throwing $5 on to win the whole thing. A couple of sleepers for me. Sleeper number 1, the man himself, JT, Justin Thomas.
Okay.
He's got some pretty good odds. I think he's like plus 500, something like that, to win it. Something high. He's definitely my number 1 sleeper.
Sleeper to win, or like, or are you doing top 5 to
win?
Okay.
To win. I'm only giving winners right now. Top 10. Okay. I'll let you know top 10. Rory McIlroy, of course, as a possible winner. This could be his tournament. And another last sleeper is Cam Young to win. Those are my 4 sleepers, or my 3 sleepers with my AKA favorite, who's everybody's favorite.
Cam Young is gonna let everybody down.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did, but that's why he's a sleeper.
And Rory McIlroy is about to divorce his wife, so he might have a clear head.
That's what I'm saying. He's about to
just won last week. I think he might go out here and dominate. That's who I got. I'm like, oh, he about to win this shit.
Those are my 4. So I'd throw $5 on all of them, right? You know, Scheffler, JT, Rory, and Cam Young. Now, this one's not me, but I did see a website saying that Bryson DeChambeau was their dark horse.
Bro, Bryson DeChambeau was my dark horse for the Masters, and I was riding that wave. And then
he always does this shit at big tournaments. But hey, maybe this is the one. Now, a dark horse lock for top 10, Max Homa.
Yes.
A lock top 10.
List. He's a homo for homo.
I'm a homosexual.
Top
you know what I mean?
I love it. All right, we got that. How are you feeling about Brooks Koepka and Ludwig Aberg?
Well, Ludwig's been playing well. You know, he also had a strong showing. It wasn't the Masters, the tournament right after. But he's had some strong showings. I think he's definitely a potential top 10. I don't think Brooks sniffs the top 10 here.
Can I put Aberg as a lock for top 20?
Oh yeah, I would for sure.
So what about Brooks for top 20?
No, I think Brooks has a bad tournament.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool. All right, I'm gonna leave
him and Xander are the 2 that I think I would not put.
Xander scares me. Xander, the way he was unable to do shit the last on Sunday against Rory, he kind of just fell to the wayside.
I'd be worried about him.
They were both at like what minus 12 or 13 at one point, and then I looked. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck happened? So
that's what happens, man. Yeah, golf is a tough bitch.
Yeah.
I wish I was more plugged into golf, and I promise I will be. But the only kind of golf I give a shit about is when me and Vic are beating the dog piss out of Sammy and Jack. So that's all I.
Yeah, which we did. Here's another one though. Everybody always, if you can, if possible, if he's there, should always throw $5 on Tiger Woods.
Of course. I'm at least to make the cut. That's how I got it. I'm like, all right.
I'm gonna put $5 on him to win.
Always have him to win just because I have to, but at the bare minimum, I just want him to make the cut, and I'll be good. With that. So
I don't know. Tiger not in Nike. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I hate that. I hate the Tiger logo.
It's terrible. Same, bro. It's not the same. It don't feel the same.
I don't think I can do it anymore. I'll root for him.
That's still the homie though. That's still the homie. You know
it is. But it's not Tiger Red and Callaway. Oh.
I
know. Vic, you got naysayers? The Celtics just won.
I got Sammy. Yeah.
Oh.
Leave fucking Jason Tatum alone. Yeah. This is why we can't have nice things in Boston. Because every time we do, we just shit on him and shit on him. Like Jason Tatum's fine, okay? Yeah, he's probably not gonna be Ant. He's probably not gonna be Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. But you know what? He's fucking good for our team, and he's a great player, and he deserves our respect. I love you, Jason Tatum.
I'll never forget when he texted Kobe Bryant when he was dead and said, "I got you," and never got a reply back.
Bro, A-Rod, chill out, bro. All right. Talk to your naysayers, sir.
Listen, I am happily dating someone, and I'm super happy, super excited. But KK, I know we do this back and forth where you got your little wives, I got mine. This lady just got divorced, and Kelsey Plum, good God, man, she is on a heater right now. She is on a heater. So
Darren
KK,
Waller cheated on that.
I don't know what
Donkey of
he
the
did.
day, donkey of the month,
I don't know
donkey of
what
the
he
year.
did, bro, but Kelsey Plum, did you see her what she walked out into the court today with?
A-Rod, do you not know that? So they were at work, just so you know, I was asked who my celebrity questions. I said, Alicia Keys, rolled off the tongue, right? They said, well, you know, how about somebody more recent? Next one to roll off the tongue, Kelsey Plum. I mean, I just boom, just Miss Kelsey Plum. Oh boy,
Look at what she walked out in today to go play the game, and then somebody gave her a ring pop.
Yo,
boy.
yo, listen.
Boy.
You know how these WNBA stars about to getting paid a lot more money? She gonna be flying somebody out. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make a show called Basketball Husbands or Love and Hip Hop Basketball. I don't know.
You've seen the memes where the guys are just like me with my WNBA wife, and it's just like you in the house. It's like, yeah,
bro, I'm cooking and cleaning. I'm wiping all the windows down. I'm like, anything else, man? I'm like, what do you mean, Miss Plum? So
Kelsey, Plum, I'll take her last name. I don't give a shit, man.
I have to. You know what I'm saying? I have to.
Kelsey Plum is on her revenge tour right now, and it's good for her.
Darren Waller is an idiot. I just got to say that, bro. He's a whole ass idiot. So shout out to Darren Waller.
I'm sure he's doing fine.
You know what? Darren Waller, you're my naysayer. You're an idiot. Hey, Rod, you got a naysayer. Oh, yeah. You got anything else to add, bro?
I got nothing, man. I'm good.
Where can they find this hoes at, dog?
Oh, you can find us on Twitter at fair_weatherpod. Don't call that X. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and as long as it doesn't ever get canceled, because that's all we keep seeing in the media, TikTok.
We suing.
Yeah, search the Fair Weather Podcast. We're doing numbers on TikTok, by the way, boys. We're doing numbers. The algorithm on IG doesn't be hitting sometimes. It's a little weird.
Algorithm is weird on IG, y'all. I don't know what y'all be doing on there.
Yeah, and wherever you subscribe or listen to podcast audio, you can catch us there. Search the Fair Weather Podcast. Words of wisdom, anybody?
I just want to say, shout out to everybody that wished me a happy birthday this past weekend and celebrated with me.
Happy birthday.
It was a crazy time. I woke
Sick
up.
Invite, by the way.
You said what?
Sick invite, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't invite none of these people. This was all white people.
By the way, I do have before you finish. How was Concrete Jungle? Was it good?
That is going to be my naysayer of the day. My words of wisdom.
Damn it.
Anybody, if you got money to spend, don't you spend $1 at Concrete Jungle. I'm gonna just let y'all know right now. I left a Yelp review. I went full Karen on these hoes, bro. I did not. I don't leave reviews unless you guys are trash, right?
What is it?
That sucks.
The food portion for what you pay for, they put that little piece of scrap on my plate. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? First of all. Second of all, the waiter dude just disappears. Third of all, it looks nice in there and then it doesn't. It's just weird vibes and weird energy in there. Like, dog, you paid $25 for like this much steak. I'm not even playing, dog. It's crazy. So, and like the drinks were okay. It wasn't like anything crazy. So honestly, you could go a lot of other places. Like we literally left there and went and got pizza after. So don't waste your money at Concrete Jungle. It's not worth it.
I got another one for you to back it up. Don't go to Sunda. Everyone's hyping it up. Don't go.
Where the hell is Sunda?
It's in Midtown.
Oh,
it's Midtown. It's a new like Filipino fusion type place. Don't do it. Same exact experience. Damn. I dropped $92 for beef lollipops, and like there was this much meat on the lollipop, and I paid $28 for some sushi.
We gotta fight. I gotta fight somebody after that. Vic, have you gone anywhere recently that people need to make sure to stay away the hell from?
Yeah, the Outback over here. It's not that great. It's service is fine, but no, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Hey, that Outback that you're talking about, yeah, man, they got salmonella. All right, that's all we got. We out. Peace out.
There you go.
Shout out to Sammy, and that's all, folks.